Hello, my name's Jade McLaren. I'm the Support Hub and Wellbeing Manager in Hartlepool. I'm here today with Sarah, doing my first broadcast.
I know, and I think I might just give you a job because you do it so well.
Well, maybe. I have been worried thinking, oh, what we're going to be like live, but, we'll just go with it. So I know that you know Sarah, but we've been doing a lot of stuff during the pandemic for the last year now at the Support Hub, providing support and help for people that are clinically extremely vulnerable, anyone who we thought needed support with food, prescriptions, everything and anything really. And what we realised during that time that actually there was a huge need across the town for something like this to be here more often, and not just because of the pandemic. Yeah, something permanent, because actually there's a lot of vulnerable people across the town that just needed a little bit of help and support from us. So the Support Hub is staying for good. So it's my job to manage that side. Yeah, so we're going to keep it for good. It's my job to manage that side of the service, and we sit under preventative and community-based services. So the aim is that the Support Hub will prevent people who would ordinarily have gone straight into social care from going into social care, because often we find that certain vulnerable people are given packages of care maybe to support them to live independently at home, or even put into care homes, when actually not everybody needs that, and maybe all they need is a bit of support from us to help them, meet different VCS groups and connect with different people across the town, and get them out and seeing different people to stop them being so socially isolated and vulnerable. So that's the aim of the Support Hub, as well as many other things. But we're hoping that people will be pleased that the Support Hub will stay, because I know the people who've used us during the pandemic have said how great and helpful we've been to everybody. So we're hoping that that'll be a benefit for everyone in the
so
town.
Nice to hear, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think
it's always nice to know when you've done something that's made a difference to people.
Yeah, and I think it's been such a hard year for everybody, hasn't it? And it highlighted so many things that we thought, well, we can't just stop here. There's so much more we could be helping people with. So as part of the Support Hub, we do have a digital team, and we realised that there was a lot of digital exclusion. There were a lot of children, for example, that didn't have devices, to do their schoolwork on during the pandemic. A lot of our socially isolated people couldn't connect with their families because they couldn't use a device or didn't have one. Online shopping, people struggling to get their food shopping, but actually if we support people to use the devices, they can easily do a bit of food shopping. So we do have a specific team that are there to help people with those type of things now, and we do loan tablets as well. So that's come out of the pandemic, actually. Yeah, that we need to support people with that. We have our.
I'm going to be sending all of our carers over to you, because I've been doing that during lockdown, and I'm just going to no, go see Jade.
Yeah, send them to the Support Hub, and then we can direct them to the digital team. That would be great. And I know we've helped so many people, and at the moment, some people who were unable to speak to their family for about 8 months have been able to connect with them on FaceTime and WhatsApp video. So it's been huge for some people. It's changed their everyday lives by connecting digitally. And we also have our outreach team. Our outreach team have just started to go out and about across Hartlepool again. They're in some of our local parks. They're actually in Ward Jackson Park tomorrow, doing some WIT activities, for children and families. So that'd be great. And
yes,
they're supporting people online as well. So we have some groups, like social groups and stuff online, and craft sessions through the outreach team. I don't know if you knew about them, Sarah, but I can send you the details.
That'd be brilliant. That'd be really good.
Yeah. But yeah, so they're starting to actually go.
Part of my job. You there, Jade. I must apologise, as always. for the technology.
Oh, don't worry about it.
It's all going a bit wrong, but we'll just keep talking. It's fine. So yeah,
Just
so
keep
obviously
going.
part of my job is to get people out into the community and find out what is going on out there for people. So now that stuff's starting to open up again, that's fantastic because I can say to them, oh, well, there's this there or there's that there. And then if people don't feel comfortable going along, then that's where I step in and I go along with them and sort of hold their hand and make sure that they know where they're going and they meet people and they get comfortable in there. So that's really good.
Yeah. And also, Sarah, that will be the job of some of the workers that work in the support hub. So we'll also
and then
have,
sorry. Then obviously the hubs are starting to open up as well now, I think, are there?
that's right. So we've had a little bit of a facelift at our central hub. The downstairs looks absolutely amazing now. I don't know if you've seen anything of it, Sarah, but you'll have to pop in and I'll show you around.
It yet.
Yeah, you'll have to pop in. So we've got new branding and lots of lovely colours around the rooms. We've got a new children's area with a hand-painted Gruffalo. There's lots and lots of stuff. Yeah. That's so true.
Sorry, Mim's just commented. Some things it's not wanting, it's having no one to bring you there, which is an excellent point, which is part of the service that we offer specifically for our carers. But I know the social prescribers can do something similar as well, I think. Is that right, Jade?
Yeah, they can.
There's a group called the Social Prescribers, and you can find them on Facebook. And you can get a referral through your GP. And then they can do something similar in that they can take people along to groups and find activities for them. So if that's something that you're interested in, Mim, or you know somebody who that might be of benefit to, definitely worth speaking to your GP about.
Yeah. And if she doesn't get anywhere with that, she can always come back through to the hub. I'll just bear me 1 second, I'll get the information. Just 1 sec, sorry, Sarah.
It's all right. So yeah, so the hub, I haven't seen the hub yet, but Chris has been in and she said it's absolutely fantastic. She said it's brilliant. Yeah. So I'm excited to see it.
Nim, if you want to take our number down it's the support hub, it's 272905. I just needed to check that before I gave it to anyone in case I was to give the wrong number. That would have been embarrassing. So yeah, 272905.
So I don't have carers or anyone like that. I've recently had to use a wheelchair. It's very difficult. Yeah, completely get that, Mim. Yeah. So again, either speak to your GP or like Jade said, if you ring them directly at the home.
Yeah. Particularly for events.
So there is people out there who can help. Yeah.
But yeah, so we have had a bit of a facelift in the support hub. We've got a great children's area, new branding. We're going to have a small cafe there, not like with a huge offering, but like no tea and cake, that type of thing. We've got a Live Well suite.
Cake's all you need.
Exactly, yeah, priorities. We've got a Live Well suite, which is going to be manned by our occupational therapists. So if someone was to pop into the hub and, we had some, the room was free and someone had some concerns about falls or equipment, then someone could pop out and have a chat with them. That would be great. We'll have our motor med machine, which is great for people with long-term conditions and, get their legs going again and getting their strength up. And I know that would be really important for some of our people who have got mobility issues that have probably been less mobile during the pandemic as well. So we'd love to see some people coming up for that. So the aim is the 21st of June for us to open. So that isn't very long.
Okay.
So 21st of June, Yeah, we'll be open. We've got all our new furniture. Our support hub will be up and running. We have the library, which will be upstairs. But, there's the Fab Lab, and that's a place for anyone really, but also local businesses to pop in and use some of our equipment. So we'll have some high-tech computers, things like printing machines, trying to think now, even sewing machines.
What's the Fab Lab, Jade?
Yeah, so Fab Lab is
What's the Fab Lab?
It's bringing different types of what's the word, technology that we wouldn't normally be able to access on a day-to-day basis to the forefront for people to use. So I think some of the equipment is pretty big. So, like the 3D printers and stuff. Even, like where you can label, if you were to say start a business where you were to do some printing on T-shirts or mugs, there's the printing machines for those as well. We'll have lots of computers available as well for people to use.
Yeah, because I think our homework club's going to be moving into there, from what I understand. Right. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah, and it's great because it's such a big space. Do you want to answer that?
Jo said, missed the beginning of the interview, actual organisation. So this is Hartlepool Community Hubs. So for people who don't know, so the old library on York Road is now Central Hub. Then we've got South Hub, which is on Wynyard Road. We've got
Froston.
There is the one at the Centre for Independent Living as well.
Right, yeah. And there's Seaton as well. And we've got Headland, lastly.
Yeah, so it's all what were the libraries, and obviously still are libraries, but they offer more services as well. So it's somewhere that you can go for any advice or guidance you might need, and they're all run by the council, and they're brilliant.
And I think as well, Sarah, just that I didn't mention before, as although what we're offering at Central is probably going to be our biggest offer, we will have someone from a representative from the support hub based in South Hub, Wynyard Road at all times. So should get the same service that you would get in Central Hub that you would at Wynyard Road as well. So any advice and guidance that you might need, any signposting we can give to different VCS groups and organisations, any queries really we aim to help with. We hope to be a bit of a one-stop shop.
And I think the plan is eventually, all being well, to have the VCS groups back in there as well, because obviously before lockdown, we were in Central Hub quite a lot, and I think that's the intention is eventually that there will be other support services there too.
Yeah, we're hoping that we can get the likes of Westview Advice and Resource back in there to give some benefits advice, citizens advice back in here, and also the likes of yourself, Sarah. Hartlepool Carers will always have a presence in the hubs because we've got such a good working relationship with you guys. You guys can have a presence in our hubs, and it's a place where any different voluntary sector can come and base themselves. We've got plenty of places for people to sit, to work from. We've got lots of open places and community space for people to run their own groups. So it might be that there's some people out there that are about to set up their own group, whether that be, I don't know, a poetry group, and they think, I'm not sure of where we could have that. Well, we've actually got a lot of community space available in the hubs for people to access, and a lot of our furniture we can move it around, so it's very wheelchair accessible, but also we can move it around to create that space for the people as well.
Oh, fantastic. That's ideal, isn't it? Sorry, we've got a few more comments here. So David Bradley has said, check out www.jackstory.co.uk if you can help. So I'll take a look at that after the meeting. Moom said that the auto subtitles are not set for our lovely Hartlepool accents, apparently. So Seaton is now changed to Satan, which is, good to know. And Joe has asked for the opening times for Wynyard Road. I'll get you those, Joe, after this, because it's not back open yet.
not open yet, and the library's open.
I'll get you the
yeah, the library part's open, but not the community side just yet, purely because of COVID and numbers and stuff like that. But we did operate an amazing community cafe from South Hub, which I think was £1.50 for 2 courses. That ran, I think, every Thursday. I might be wrong, but you know, the things like that is what we hope to get back up and running again, because we had such a good group of people coming to that, and they were building friendships and stuff. So as soon as we can get that up and running as well, we will do. So I'll keep everybody posted with that. We do put a lot of information on our Hartlepool Community Hubs page on Facebook. So if anyone would like to follow us, that would be great, especially if you've got if you've got children at the moment, because we've got a lot of stuff going on with it being half term that can hopefully fill some of that time.
Yeah, we follow, and obviously we like and share everything that you guys put on, because it is, and everything as well. I mean, not only is it fantastic service you're providing, but everything usually is so expensive. So having the option for stuff that's local and not costing you hundreds of pounds to spend as a family.
It's usually free, Sarah. I don't think we ever charge for anything that we do, really. It's free.
Yeah, so it's ideal.
Yeah,
and it's really good to us as well, the stuff that you do. And we had Get Hartlepool Active on a couple of weeks ago as well, talking about their stuff that they do too. Again, all brilliant.
They're great.
And the family time and things like that. It's all amazing, and it's just making sure that people know that the stuff's out there for them. And hopefully now things are starting to lift a little bit, that we can do that.
Yeah. I mean, it's all good and well, things doing amazing things and having things on, but if people don't know about it to attend or to go, and also like Mim mentioned earlier, if she would like to go, but is prevented from going for whatever reason, access wise, and that's something that we would like to discuss with Mim and try and help her to be able to access those things.
Completely, definitely. It's anything that we can do to help, we will. And Mim as well, if you've got any, I know you said you haven't got any carers, but if you've got any family members who are caring for you, or friends who are caring for you in an unpaid capacity, make sure they're registered with us if they're not already. And again, we can offer support to them.
Yeah.
So that's obviously we've talked a little bit about what you've been doing over the last year, and obviously how that's going to look like going forward, and that support service is still going to be there in some way, shape or form. We've talked about obviously the hubs and what's going on at the hubs. Is there anything else that you want to bring up, Jade? Anything else you've got going on or in the pipeline, or that you'd like to tell us about?
I think I probably should mention that this is quite a big side of the support hub. So the support hub will now become the first point of contact for adult social care. Now, the aim of that is that rather than people going the route they used to go, and probably receiving some kinds of packages of care that we discussed earlier, Sarah, if people come through the support hub route first, we can try and catch those people that would actually just need some form of community support, and prevent those ones that probably slip through the net and get the package of care. So that we will be a one-stop shop, the support hub. The only thing we won't support with will be DOLS, so deprivation of liberty safeguard and safeguarding itself. That will still obviously be a social care route. But if anyone obviously had any queries, they could contact us. But the aim is that we are preventing anybody we can possibly go into social care when actually there's lots of amazing things going on in the community that can allow them to live an empowered and independent life for as long as possible, and a very fulfilled life, actually. There's lots of people. There was a scenario once where this lady was, really, really low mood. She felt very socially isolated. And it was that she actually used to like looking out the window and seeing the children play outside and people going past. But during the pandemic, her mobility got worse and she was unable to cut the hedge that was just above her window outside. So the support hub was able to get somebody to cut that so she could see outside. That then again improved her mood. And, you know, rather than her be given carers to improve her mood or anything like that, actually, something as simple as that might be the key to giving that person her independence and, you know, a bit of happiness back as well.
Oh, that's so sweet. And it does show, and it obviously there's absolutely nothing wrong with going down, obviously, the official channel, for want of a better word. But sometimes but sometimes just having that little bit sort of lower level, little bit friendlier. I'm sounding like the horrible they're not, obviously, but that sort of first step might just be that little bit more approachable for somebody, and then just it might feel more comfortable in that situation than going along down the professional route.
Absolutely. And I think what people need to realise is that we have an amazing service in terms of our social care and what people can get. But the key is that not everybody needs it. And people might think that that is their only option when in theory it really isn't. And we can help with that side of stuff. We can do person-centered planning with people and find out what the person really, really wants, not what we have to offer. It's more about what do you want? What does the person want? What does the person need? And how we can help with that. Not we offer X, Y, and Z. It's more about what they can tell us they need or want.
Yeah, definitely. It's so important and it's such an amazing thing to be able to do. And I just think it's just gonna rocket and it's gonna just take off and be so useful to so many people.
I really hope so.
We used to do it on a Thursday, didn't we? Where we used to have sort of be open on a Thursday up for people to come in, and it was just starting to take off. And it was nice to have that sort of VCS sort of all those services in one place, and we could go, right, come see us, or they can help you too, so go see them after you've seen us, and then they can help you too, so go see them after you've seen us, and having all that support in one place and that wealth of knowledge about what is available, it's brilliant.
And that's, Sarah, what we hope to be offering from Monday to Friday, 9 till 4. I mean, our offering shouldn't differ from what we offered on that Thursday. It should just be more accessible. We should have, you know, we should have even better knowledge now, better connections after the pandemic, because we've actually built better friendships, relationships with lots of different groups, because we had no option but to work together to get the best outcome for the town of Hartlepool. So I think we probably will be offering an even better service, which I'm really, really looking forward to.
Yeah, it's so exciting to see where it's going to go. And I've said this a few times about how you found out about people that we didn't know were there and support that we didn't know was there. And there has been, as stupid as it sounds, there has been some positives that have come out of the last year. That sense of community in the town and finding out about what is there, and also like you were saying about how people have learned more about how to use technology and things like that. That is a positive, because people probably wouldn't have done if it hadn't been for it.
Absolutely. And I think, you know, there's a lot of negatives about the pandemic on the news, and obviously we all know the obvious negatives, but if we try and look at it from a glass half full type of perspective, which I try to do, how much better equipped we are now to deal with any issues that might, you know, pop up, or any queries we might get from people that come into the support hub. We're actually so much better equipped now to handle any of those. Our connections are amazing, and obviously we keep building and building on those all the time. But I think it has allowed us to also touch some of those people we wouldn't normally have touched. So there's a lot of people who wouldn't ever ask for help, but unfortunately because of the pandemic there was no other option. they had to ask for help. And actually we found out that, you know, maybe they were needing to speak to Hartlepool carers and they were a carer and struggling, but they didn't want to speak out before because there's that thing of we didn't want to bother anybody, which we hear a lot.
Yeah.
But actually it's not about bothering anyone. You know, we're here to help.
Yeah, our registrations over the last year have shot.
Yeah.
Our registrations have shot up. It's not just because people are caring because of the pandemic, although some people will have taken on a new caring role because of that, but it's just because they either knew about us now or their need was greater, and you know, that's a good thing. It's not a good thing that their need is greater, but it's a good thing that we found them and now we're able to help them.
Absolutely, yeah. And that's the same with the support hub. There's lots of people who we probably wouldn't have connected with that we have connected with and actually being able to impact their lives positively from that. And there's so many people, and we're really looking forward to being able to welcome all those people back into the hub, because there's lots of them. Yeah, it'd be great to I remember all them, like there's quite a few people whose names I really remember. I'm like Mr. So-and-so, and it'd be great to say, hi, I'm Jade, I was speaking to you for 3 months solid through the pandemic and supporting you through whatever we were supporting him through. So it'll just be really, really nice for them to see us as humans, and we can see them as humans, and we can sit and have a cuppa with them, and you know, it'd just be really, really nice. And then to connect them with each other, because we started doing a social group for people in Seaton, which was on Zoom, and we had to stop the capacity because actually there was too many people. And from that, we found out that some of the people lived on the same road but had never spoken before or connected. And we were able to say, oh, Mrs. So-and-so only lives 3 doors down from you. And, you know, Mr. So-and-so lives just round the back of your houses. So they all started going for cuppas on each other's fronts and having actual face-to-face conversations when actually these people were normally very isolated and on their own. So it'd be great to bring people in and connect them with each other, you know, and build friendships again for some of these people who are a bit lonely.
Yeah, completely agree. We've got our young carers in this afternoon, like our smaller ones, and it's the first time we've seen them in person since, well, we did a couple of sessions during the summer holidays, the big holidays last year, but it's the first time that we've seen any of them in person for over a year, and I'm so excited.
Yeah, I bet you can't wait.
Can't wait.
That's a bit like
how I have to literally, I think, just tie my hands behind my back to stop me giving them all cuddles and stuff. But no, it's nice to sort of be on that going forward now and moving forward and looking to the future and thinking about all the stuff that's going on. And we're really excited about working closely with you guys and all the new stuff that's going on. It's all change here for us at Cares as well, but it's all positive.
Absolutely. And I think some of our outreach team, their outreach and engagement team, will be really looking forward to seeing people tomorrow in Ward Jackson Park. So if anybody can get out and about, we've got stuff going on there. I think it's between about like 10 and 12. I'm not sure if it's bookings only, but what I'll do, Sarah, is I'll find out and then I can give you the information, and then you maybe put it on your Facebook page just to give you a little bit more information. But yeah, if everyone can follow the Hartlepool Community Hubs Facebook page, they can get lots of different information on what's going on in the hubs on there. We hope to get promoting our stuff a little bit better, but because of COVID, it's difficult to promote because of numbers. But going forward, we'll be promoting a lot more on there.
Yeah, that's
especially what's going on inside the hubs.
Oh, brilliant. Oh, it's all really exciting, Jade, and thank you so much for joining me, even though we've had a bit of a technological issue, but it's always a pleasure to speak to you and see your smiling face. So I'm glad we got your camera on in the end, because we didn't even think we were going to have that at one point.
Yeah, I didn't do my hair for no reason, Sarah, so I thought this camera better work. But lovely to see you, and I can't wait to see you in the hub. All right, thank you.
Take care, and thank you everyone for watching. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.